Hello, comrades. Premier River, and I am back again, as always, at the lovely city of Neuve Rivergrad, where we are now broadcasting many different things, and hopefully they'll have an effect on our people. Even though with our broadcasting, there's definitely a balancing act to do, because definitely, if you notice, we're having more negative influence here. So I don't know. In other words, if you give them one thing, it takes away another. But since this, I'm not too worried about it because the government loyalty doesn't seem to have a big effect on them at this point. How's our population doing? Still a boatload of plus 21. But the most exciting thing that can happen this episode is we are ready to produce some more chemicals. So we have another chemical production area that can produce more plastics over here. Now, I don't think I want to fire up all of this, and the reason is we really probably don't have enough crops. As it is, if I come over to here, if we went around and started looking, this one of course has good crops now, but this one doesn't. Right? So we're sort of struggling on food as it is, and that's obviously a problem for us. And we kind of realized that this would be a problem if I think maybe the better way to see how our crops are doing is to look in here and just see we got trains sitting here waiting. It's not like we have crops backed up after all this time. And then if we come over here, same idea. We'll look at the farm itself, the train sitting there waiting for crops. And then if we come over to these farms, oops, clicked on the wrong thing somehow. Yep, see, no crops. I mean, we have crops coming and we're doing okay. It's just, we don't have really any extra crops to send another train over to wherever the heck we built this last thing. There it is. So that's sort of a semi-big issue. Now, one of the things that we could probably do, this is what I was thinking to do, is we have a train that comes into this one maybe? No, chemicals. Yeah, well, I guess we would have to take, I don't really necessarily want to take the train off of here. Yeah, see, this train's bringing in crops into here, but so I don't really know where we should even get crops. But one of the things I'd like to do, and I've been talking about it for a while, is lay out some more farm fields over here. Now, I think the worst thing that will happen, as a general statement too, I might even consider just diverting one of these trains to, so instead of going to the clothing cargo, how many do we have going to the clothing cargo? We'll let clothing suffer a little bit just for the sake of seeing this thing run, right? So this is train, and I want the thing. So we should have. Oh, come on. We should have a few over here. Right, yeah. See, these are coming from Field Ski, which is this farm that's New Farm Loke. I think that's the one we just opened, right? Yeah, New Farm Loke. So we have a few. Now this one's also going from Field Ski. So we're kind of taking a good amount from Field Ski up there. And then bread stock, yeah, that's the bread. So these are all going to the bread, and then they're coming down here. Does that make sense? So in other words, they're going from Field Ski up here, and then they're going to the bread, and then whatever they have left over, they take over to the thing. So maybe what we can do is get these guys as a starter come to this station, and we're not actually going to limit the amount. We're going to max it out. All right, so we'll get this up to 100%, and then we'll have them come into this warehouse, which is where we'll get crops into here. All right, and then we'll delete this one. We don't want them to wait, so we'll have them come in here and drop off their crops. A little bit shorter trip, and then at some point, I don't know if it'll be this episode or the next, what we can do is we can get, oops, let's click here. All right, so delete this one. So I'm not, you know, like, if we have to import clothing, I'm kind of okay with that. Now, hopefully one of these guys will be by with some actual crops at some point during this episode. All right, so I think I did that right. And then one more. All right, we'll delete that. And unload the crops. Oop, don't wait. I hope I didn't put that other train on wait. All right, so hopefully when they get crops, we'll now have crops coming into here. Now, let's just take a look real quick, remind ourselves what we're doing with each of these things. So this should all be our outgoing chemicals. Will come up to this one. Then this should all be our incoming, where we'll have to get gravel, which I have a train that I think I'd like to get the gravel going on. And then the other thing we need to do is get wood. Now, wood is another thing we probably need to improve. So this train, I think what I'd like to do is make him, yeah, he can come here and load and wait. But I think what we could do with him is just say, okay, when you're getting done unloading there, just come right into here and unload your wood. All right, this might not be ideal. And then don't wait at either place. All right? Just wait to go load up, drop off what you can, and then head back to get more wood. Now, hopefully he doesn't just keep running around, but even if he does, that's the price we pay. Now, we've talked about upgrading this area. I don't seem to be getting too many workers here, or is something wrong here? Yeah, maybe we're doing a better job from there. Why are there so much fewer trees here? Do we have? Yeah, we have trucks and we have workers. I don't know. All right. Well, in any event, that'll kick up our wood. Now, while we're here, maybe we can come up to here and plop down some more acacia trees. Just because we're looking a little bare. Yeah, see, they took all the way up there, and you can kind of this. I've talked about why I do the acacia trees. You can kind of see where the border is of them. A little bit easier, I think. Yeah, we'll put trees everywhere we think they'll pick them up. Good. There we go. And yeah, these guys are really. I don't know. Maybe are they driving over here to get the trees? I hope. All right, so there we go. In any event, we have wood coming and we have more trees planted. So we should get wood in here eventually. And then the next thing I'd like to do, and I don't think this is going to mess anything up, is I have this train, which is kind of a little train. I don't think we need 10 tons of gravel, but I think he can come by here. See, the problem I did here is that I didn't put a storage for the gravel. But as long as we're not doing any construction from here, I think we're okay. As a matter of fact, we really probably need to consider, you know, we got buses running back and forth and inefficiency there, to say the least. So do we just, I think I just replace this stop for now. If we do construction, I'll probably say, uh-oh, I forgot about this. But I'm going to get rid of this waypoint. Let's add this stop, right? That went to the end. We're going to delete this, and then we'll tell them to unload gravel and wait here. All right, how much does he have in him? Yeah, you know what? Why don't you just come right up here? At least we'll get something in here. Drop off that 146, and I don't think he'll have a problem getting in and out. Oh, wait, you know what? Yeah, I think let's just purchase these because it would really be difficult to get these done any other way. I guess we need to look at signaling here too, don't we? That would be smart, in my opinion. Right, first we need to I'd like to get these electrified. Perfect. Alright, so now trains can get in and out. Oh, here comes a wood train with 21 wood. Better than no wood, I guess. Alright, so now we need to signal this up. This is going to be a bit of a mess, huh? Yeah, I think we're all done the construction. So we can, let's get rid of this first, I think. Alright, and then what do we have going on? So we're going to want to chain signal into here, and a regular signal out. That should be okay. It's a little bit short right there. Let's get rid of, oops. Get rid of that, and then, yeah, regular signal back out. Back out. I'm not going to do anything right there. All right, and then all right, so that's signaled fine around that junction. Now we're pretty long. Hopefully it's long enough. That's why I try to put these as close as I can. I think we need to kind of treat this whole thing as a big intersection. So whenever we're coming in to one of these places, we need one of these signals. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, and then here. And then coming into this intersection. We want chains so that, oh, okay. All right, I think that's it. Now, and then at each one of these, we want a two-way. Back out. I think this will be enough for now. I'm not planning on too many trains. We could get two trains in here, right? Like one could be sitting here, one could be sitting here. This one, I think it's actually good that guy went by. Uh-oh. I guess this, oh no, see, look, that's going to be, well, it's red because he's in there. I think that might, I don't know, did we really even need this signal? Let's try a little experiment. I may be over signaling. It's not like they cost you anything, but you see what I'm saying? Like, as long as this one's in here, that'll be red, and then when he leaves, he can go back out to green. Right? There we go. So now we're signaled up. Now, are you're having a problem for some certain reason? We have power. Load, load. Okay, well, we'll, there you go. Yeah, I like load. Why don't you turn around and actually drop off all your stuff for me? I do have them on wait, right? Yeah. I think he might have got a false signal. Now, why are you... Why would that not be sending? So now this one has a storage, this other side doesn't. Now we could talk about getting the conveyors around, but I still don't understand why. Oh, do we have... That's an aggregate unloaded. Good, I didn't build the wrong thing. You know, we need a cistern to come in here, don't we? Oh, you know what? Let me check again. Yeah, no vehicle. Make sure he wasn't just not there yet or something. Now that I think about it, before I started the episode, I do kind of remember. Kind of remember doing that. Where was he? All right, so why is this guy not dropping off? He's got power. This has got power. Store gravel. There's no... These guys definitely need gravel. You would think it would pump it into them. Yeah, he definitely has gravel, and they need gravel. Wait to unload gravel. That's the guy. So sometimes I like to put it on the quarried stone just to keep myself on my toes. But I'm not quite understanding why he won't come up here and unload the gravel at this moment. Now, how do we do with the other stuff? Did we get any wood? Yes, we got a little bit of wood in here. We haven't gotten any crops yet. But... Okay, well, one of the things I did between the episodes was send a number of these trucks down here. And I don't know that we need that many, but we're going to want a truck to... I'm not sure if we want a truck to sit at each one of these, but let's just say like we were going to fire up one to get started, right? So we would want a truck to come from here... Let's fire up 2. All right, and we're going to say get corn and wait. Oop, you know what? Go to here. And wait for corn, and then bring your corn over to here and unload it and wait. All right, and then this guy... We'll do something very similar. I don't know if we have enough. I really didn't even look. So I have 2 trucks coming from our corn. Now we need to get flatbeds for this. Do we have 2 open holes? Do they have anything in them? No. All right, so let's do something very similar. Here. You might as well start, and I can close that one. And then I think this one will be the next. And start. Right, waiting at both stops. Good. All right, so we have a little bit of wood there to run back and forth, and we don't have any crops, and I don't know why that guy didn't drop off here. Oh, well, no, he should pump through here and into there. Is there something wrong, do you think, with this station where we might need to just rebuild it? Sometimes these things happen. Source is not sending in. Yeah, we have power. We have a train. I don't understand. All right, well, let's keep going. And here's something else that I want to think and talk about as this. Okay, we got another. Yeah, let's come up here real quick, and I want to talk about a tram because where's my favorite tram that we tend to get? Or is there a favorite tram? 125 passengers. Yeah, I think it's this one. Let's purchase the blueprint for that. and then have this guy switch to making some trams, right? And we have 2 trains down here in case we need another one. Though at this point, I think we just, you know, more or less solved that. Now, that train we could use for, we have 2 trains, but, all right, like here comes this guy back again. Let's see, now that he's full, if something happened, and he's going to do something this time, right? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so did he fill up these? Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue until he gets full, but it's all the more reason to fill this up over here at that point. And then what we, like I said, what we could talk about is distributing not from this if this doesn't work out. I figured it'd be a little bit of an experiment. There we go. It's good. So he's running back and forth getting gravel. We have gravel. We have, is it getting into here? Yep. We're full of gravel. We're going to get some wood when those trucks get up here, and then we don't have any crops, and then we're going to need to export. So we need 2 more of these covered hulls. All right, game save. All right, 1 from here. Well, I guess we could. How many spaces are in the 2? Well, yeah, you know what? Let's just have them, just at least one of them. They'll come right into here, and then what they're going to do is come over to here. All right, wait to load chemicals. Wait to unload chemicals. Now, we might not be able to get them to wait too well, but then again, if they're all waiting, that means we need the train. So I guess that'll be fine. All right, so there we go. So that guy's set up. Good to go. Wait. You can start. And you're going to come into here. I hope I just didn't do a load. Wait. Chemicals. Oops. Unload. Chemicals. Wait. Start. All right, so. Oh, now what's your problem? Ah, the old I can't get back out the way I came in because I'm too long. All right, let's fix that. Pause. It's going to be a little bit of a problem with him on the track. Can I delete? Let's get rid of this signal so it doesn't mess me up in a second. You know what we're going to do? Electrified track. Yeah, see how that's... should find your way out even without the signaling. All right, so we're gonna have to keep that to short trains. All right, but at least we got that. Yeah, so that's I'm okay with that, even though it's still I think we could get a train in here. Just wondering if I should shorten it up more, but let's just see, because I am a little concerned because, you know, well, I don't know. Do we really need that many crops? But some of these crop trains are, yeah, and yeah, I really could use that to be a longer run-in. Yeah, let's fix it while we're here. Right. I'm not sure where we're going to be able to get over. Can we get over here? See, it's not going to like that. You know what I could do? It'd be easier, I think, to do the opposite. In other words, build this back to like, yeah, you don't, what are you fighting with me for? Right, and then you go in, and then it's going to be easier to come from this track over to this one. No, you still don't like that? Or not? Right, you come over here. Too sharp a turn. Yeah, I really don't want to have to do it like here. You would think it could, if it's too sharp a turn, fine, just go over to this one. You know, like, but look what it's doing. It's like doing a goofy thing. Let's delete all of that. And then come on. That really defeats a large part of what I was trying to do. Yeah, let's take it back to here. Can I swing it a little bit wider? Right, like if I were to take this just a little bit longer, straighter, and then swing way around. All right, can I come up and will you let me join you? No. Oh, yeah, like that would be nice. Where did I have green? Or did I have green because I fell off the track? That's probably long enough. All right, we'll take our chances. All right, so what do I want to do? I want to click this and purchase each of these. I think I could probably get away with the big bulk purchase, but I don't want to accidentally build things I don't want to build. And then we would have a signal here. Oh, come on. Yeah, that doesn't leave. I was trying to get a little more of a run in. All right, so let's do, not sure that this will make a difference. Yeah, I moved it a little bit, but like hopefully we can get a train to sit in here. It's I don't know if that's going to be long enough or not, like from between these two signals. So that way it doesn't stick out into the end here and block everybody else up. All right, so how are we doing with our corn trains? I guess we're just, you know, what I could probably do. Well, let's look at this guy. We could send this guy right over to our little experiment here. You're a bread train, of course. What are you? You're a corn train with nothing. Are you heading this way? You're not. I'm assuming all my corn trains are blue, but that might not even be. Oh, there we go. Oh, what is this? Oh, shoot. Yeah, this is that waypoint there. We don't want them going all the way there, do we? Where's the other one? Sitting in the station? Was that the one I just clicked on? So there's another one that's heading over here that we got to get rid of that. Yeah. Let's make sure that's the... Yep, don't want that waypoint anymore. Okay, good. So that'll save them driving all the way the heck down there. And yeah, see this guy's. Well, where are you going? Oh, you know what? Can they... No, you should be able to get over here and go that way. I don't know if I just didn't intercept him quite in time. Okay. Well, you know what I might do anyway is let's... Let's send this guy to here with whatever he's got in him. Now I noticed this. Is this new? And then the other question I have is FPS to me stands for first person shooter. Is it really a first person shooter cam? Like, do we have a gun on here? Or I mean, a first person camera? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not the one to actually talk about that. Like, maybe, you know, I'm old and I'm not hip to the lingo, but it seems to me that this is not an FPS camera. It's just a FP camera. Alright, so let's see. Does this guy get up here? This is where he would... Well, they do come to an abrupt stop. He should switch, I think, to this track. If he's not going to go, like, all the way around the world. Or, well, he can't switch up here, I don't think. Oh, yes, he can. So he should switch. No, yep, good. Yep, nice red for that guy. Yeah, I'm not... This is not bad. I like this FPS camera. The electrical lines are a bit much, aren't they? But it is pretty cool to be able to do that. Right. So there he goes. The right way. So he should get up here. Maybe the other guy will get up here first. But now, so then how are we doing? I don't know how long train sets take to make. And I would like to see about... Hey, we're getting there. We only need... Well, for now we need one, right? And then the other thing we're going to be doing is getting this plastics going, which is really the intention of this, right? It's not so much that we needed the chemicals, but I kind of want to get the plastics done. I think for those of you, well, you know what, that corn train's right there. No, that was a different one. So for those of you who are wondering, like, I'd like to get rid of this over here and then rethink our oil, like, exporting and how we handle it a little bit. This will greatly reduce the number of trains in and out of here, but we will have a little bit more of a proper plastics production. And I'm thinking now of putting in like another refinery down here, with the idea being that we would export the excess oil from here. So I'd like to try to figure out a way over here to make sure these factories on either side get the priority. So we might end up building some, like, a little tank system here that would, you know, make sure that whatever we're exporting is secondary to what's going into the factories themselves. But in any event, we'll see how that goes. Now you're bringing people to the firehouse. So then the bottom line will be we need to get people or a train into this loop to pick up people from here. Yeah, so I guess I was planning on, like, well, they could just turn around and come back and go over to here. Yeah, we should probably, well, let's see. Oh, okay, look, we got a corn train. It's dropping off some corn. There goes a corn truck. And we should see corn in here in a moment. So, yeah, people are the next thing. Let's signal this out. And I need to think about whether... Yeah, I think we're better off doing British rules here, right? I think we're going to be better... Let's get rid of all of the signaling to get started. Oh, there we go. We're going to use... See, I still wanted to go click. So, and here's the reason. Well, now, are we? Yeah, well, I don't think it matters on this one, but Like, in other words, if they leave this station and they're on this side, is it better? Nah, I'm not sure that it really actually makes that much difference. We'll do right-hand rule, and if it doesn't cause a problem. All right, so we'll need just some signals. Now, put a signal over here. Put 2 signals, actually. Like, try to be longer than that. I don't really want you stopping. Well, nobody should be really coming in and out of there. So we'll... Right, this is long enough that a train could come in here and sit. So if they're starting to get backed up, and then we wouldn't... Coming all the way back to this station, we won't have a signal to here. Hopefully that'll space them out a bit. Then what I think I'll do... Yeah, see... Yeah, then they'll pick up people from here. Let's get rid of these signals for the moment. Just get rid of all the signals. Yeah, I think they did something that's helping get rid of some of those things. All right, so we're gonna want to chain here. All right, and then chain here. Regular signal. Regular signal. Now, oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to export those things to over there. Let's, yeah, this would be signal this way. Now, see, this is, I'm doing British rule, aren't I? Even though I said I'm going to do right-hand rule. Yeah, so this would be back in. It's all right. It's fine. It's both systems actually work. I just like to pick on British people sometimes because it's the opposite of us, and they're fun to pick on because they can take a joke usually. All right, so now they're going to be bringing people in this way, so we don't want them to have to slow down very much, and I don't want that kind of signal. So I'm going to put regular signals here. I don't know if that one might be too close. I want to make sure there's enough room between where they stop and. All right, and I don't think this actually. All right, and actually, I think I will get them going the right way. This is just where they would come in from the outside world, which is important. But then what I'll do is leave like no signals up to here, and then hopefully that'll tend to space them out. And then we'll put this one where we're reasonably confident a train will go, and then this, when they're heading up here, we kind of want some extra signals. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. Just to hopefully keep them moving. Right. And again, they don't cost us anything, so. All right, and then now we have this. All right, I'm just getting rid of. All right, so this would be the way in over on the left-hand track. So we'll signify that pretty good. And if you had to stop, you don't have to stop right on there, right? Still clicked on that. See that? Even though I have a hotkey. All right, so yeah, see this. The only negative is you're going to go all the way around this loop before you come into here. But then we'll have a signal here, and then another one just to get you out of the block in case for some weird reason there's somebody behind, and then we won't have any signal And again, hopefully that'll just give them enough spacing. Looks like we have people already waiting here. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is, even though it's going to be pretty awkward, I'm going to have them come to this stop, but hopefully we can get them to not pick up any people until they head this way. Because it's sort of designed to do, or do we just do both and have people going over here because it'll be just a minute anyway? Maybe that's a better plan. Hey, look, train set. All right, so do we have to, yeah, I guess we have to send it to a thing. Good, we got another one on the way. Yeah, so you know what, I'll leave this guy open, and then when he gets in there, we can, once we see he stopped, we can say, where are we going? Yeah, so I guess I'd make the first stop this one. But I really, well, yeah, I think we're just gonna, I think he's in there. All right, and then we'll just say, don't let any people out. How's that sound? All right, and then come to here. All right, so you're gonna get people in. And then at the plastics, you're gonna do nothing. No, you know what? Yeah, I guess we kind of, no, what we needed to do, I see what we can do. So he's going to go up to the plastics, and then he's going to do nothing, right? So he's going to do nothing here. He's going to then go to here and get people in. Then he's going to go to here and let people out. Does that make sense? So, and then when we want, we'll have them pick up people here in the future, let people out there, in, out. First stop is unreachable. Okay, why? Okay. Where the heck are we? Unreachable. Because of this? Let's see, is that, there is a little bit of a goofiness right there. Sometimes if you just miss, yeah, let's see, can we put a signal in and fix that? All right, and then the other question is, does it have to do with, okay, so you want to come in here. Why would you come in there? Or are you pointing it over here is unreachable? No, buddy, you need to come, let's see, can we give him a waypoint? Yeah, that waypoint would be after that, which would be, all right, will you go to that waypoint? Yeah, it's taking me, why would you be pointing at that? Or do you mean this here? But your first stop is here. Let's see if we can get them. Will you go? I'm sure there's something here, and I might pause it just so we can maybe get this stuff fired up. Not that I'm trying to. So we want this one there, right? Now can you go to this one? You know what? Let's take this and this off. All right, you know what? Give me a minute. I'm sure it's something dumb, maybe even a signaling thing, but I don't think that they shouldn't be able to get out of here. So let me just follow his path, and then as soon as I find it, I will come back and talk to you guys. All right, see you in a second. Okay, I figured it out. He's now on his way. I tried to send him to the other depot, thinking maybe he was having a problem on that end, but that wasn't the problem. And I rebuilt a number of things before I realized I didn't have this signaled correctly down here. We used, just a few minutes ago, we had a crisscross right there for construction. But I kind of forgot about, like, they couldn't get, like, he's going the opposite direction, right? So because we flipped it around, I need him to come in the right way to get the right way over here. Let me put the signals on. So in other words, like, this needed to be the regular way, right? Right-hand rule. And then this needed to switch over to left-hand rule. So I ended up rebuilding another crisscross so that they could get in and out of here. I don't think it'll hurt anything. And then it was really frustrating because I put these signals wrong. I put them like this and then still wasn't working. I put the crisscross in. I was kind of cussing a bit. I wasn't actually cussing, but mentally I would have cussed if I was being verbal at that moment. So in any event, we are now on our way. Now, in all the time that's passed, which was more than I'd like to admit, yeah, we built another one of these. And I think, you know what, I think I'm just going to, well, we're going to need a train. Let's come over here and purchase another license for a cargo wagon. So we're going to want to be able to take chemicals by train up to our thing. So we might as well get the biggest boxcar, right? Because why not? So this one would hold, I think they all kind of hold 20. They all hold the same amount. Yeah, so, yeah, let's buy a license for that and then come in here and have him start making some of those for a minute. And if we need another one of these, we can get it, right? So let's send this guy. I'm not sure. Sending him right out there is, well, it's probably just as quick. I actually even rebuilt this so that they could come in and out the same thing, but I want to conduct a little experiment, right? So this one comes in and out the same hole. Does it matter? Like, in other words, they can only get in on this side. Can they magically switch to the third hole and then come this way? Right, so now, where is this guy? Good, well, that's the wrong guy. All right, so now we don't need another train at this moment because we're just going to fire this up, but then, and then firing that up, we can fire this up. And then the other thing I think I realized that we were wrong about is this. So this is where our chemical train needs to go. So if this guy's waiting here for now, I need to send him to here. All right, get rid of, oh, yeah, which one is this? Chemical Zavad 9. Wish they would make that a little bit bigger. All right, so this one needs to go. All right, where's this? No, sorry, I did the wrong one. Which would have made sense because it would have made sense because that was the one that wasn't programmed, right? So let's highlight that one. It did just stick it on the end like it normally does, right? And then we want to unload chemicals, weight, and get rid of that stop for now. Now, eventually we might have them run over there to export the chemicals, right? At this point, I'm okay with just letting them back up. And then we have this other truck to do the same thing. There. All right, so now if we do actually make some chemical, there we go, here he comes. Dun, dun, dun. Oops. All right, so now let's, yeah, you know what? I'm going to pause it for a second. So now when you come to here, I want you to do nothing. And then I want you to come to here. Now that we figured out that wasn't the problem, I figured keep it simple. Do nothing. All right, and then when you come to here, which will be, now then you're going to come back to here. Yeah, get rid of this one. And I just want you to load up people, those students. And then when you're here, I want you to come to here. Unload workers. All right, let's play that. And then the other thing I'm thinking of is, did I ever... We don't want passengers, we don't want students waiting in there. For a lot of reasons, or at least a couple reasons. Alright, so we're going to get people. And we have everything else we need. We have no wood. Why don't we have wood? Didn't I put trucks on deliver wood? That's crops. What did I do with the wood trucks? Oh, so you're waiting for a full load. Okay, why don't you just go, and then is your buddy in there? Yeah. Yeah, you got a little bit less, but why don't you just go for the sake of the length of the video and at least seeing something happen. We'll get a little bit going now. Are you our wood train? No, you're a steel train going by. All right, now you're our wood train. Yeah, you have 8. Yeah, so I'm going to send you just right on over there now, just so we can get the process flowing and make sure everything's working. And like I said, we might need to upgrade our wood a little bit, but really, once we get filled up, we should be okay. Now, are we... Yeah, let's... You know what? I don't even... Let's take this up to 100. All right, and then we're never going to get prefab panels in here. So let's just... We don't need that much wood over here. So we'll just cut it down to 50%. It's still 450 tons of wood. 435. All right, so we have trucks to take the stuff out. Now we need the train, and we don't need a big, huge train to go from here to here. And they should be able to... Is this not electrified? Now, he should be able to get onto this track because it's electrified, right? I think it's all electrified. Well, I don't see no electricity symbol, and it looks like there's poles there. Can't always trust the look of the poles, but... All right, so now you should stop and actually get some people. Yes, good. And you'll drop people off at our chemicals. All right, now how fast are we making box cars? And can we just send... Yeah, this is kind of a good question. Like, do we need the train here to... Like, how do we get these box cars out of here? Like, I can't just send them over there. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like... How do I load this guy up with box cars? Well, that'll be a good question. Do I have to, like, have a train come here and pick them up? Like, so how fast? So we haven't made one, and we're working on it. Yeah, so if this is working, I may, you know, just see. There we go. There goes people now. For the moment... Let's just do this so that we don't send people to the wrong place. Yeah, so we're making chemicals. Yep. Now, we're really short of everything, but we do have 360 tons of crops, so that's a good thing, right? Yeah, so I think what I'll do, let me pause it for enough minutes that we can get, I don't know, how many chemicals does this guy need? This guy's going to hold only 9 tons, so it's not like we need a ton. Let's do like this kind of thing where we run it all the way up with crops. And we can always adjust this again, and then we'll come down to chemicals, which is right below it. Yeah, I think if we had... I don't know, 100 tons of chemicals. That's like 10 times more than we need. And what I would like to do is then just gauge that. What do we have, 20 tons? You know, so I mean, if we had 2 or 3 of these cars, I think we're going to be in good shape. And so let 3 of these cars get built. I'll go around, just make sure we're constructing things. And that way we don't run out of time too much, because I would like to see us actually at least make some plastic would probably be a good ending to the video. And I think we're right on the cusp of it, of course. If we just get this train in here, and then that guy will bring chemicals to here, and that's all we need. And we've already got at least one passenger train here that's going around in circles. So he's empty, doesn't have any people, which is kind of a waste of time. But again, for the sake of, we still have workers in here that are quitting for the day. So we're probably going to want a second train in here. And we already have that one built, but then we're going to want another train eventually to bring people over here. But I'm thinking until we get the crops really going, maybe we just kind of hold off on this. And we kind of see, we might even switch one of those other trains back to taking crops to the other. But let's just fire it up slowly because I don't know if there's any other real good way to fire it up. All right, so let those things get built. I'll just go around and make sure we're still constructing stuff while I'm waiting, and then or wherever we need to, and then we'll be right back. All right, we're just about to finish the boxcar, and I want to do something else, which is switch the production back over to another locomotive. And I also figured out how to get the cars out of here, which wasn't as hard as I was thinking. But this guy has the route to go there and pick up cars, and it looks like he just comes back here. So if we were to just start him, he will drive over there, pick up that car, and then bring it back. And then I did send the other train. I don't know. Oh, did I send them to this one? Oh, that's the train set. I thought I sent another train. I don't know. It came out the wrong track. So let me show you. Like, I don't have it so they can get both of these tracks can get into this one. Does that make sense? So he came out the wrong track and then he drove down this way. I think he's trying to get into here, but so what I want to do is take this guy. I'll figure out where he went. He's probably driving all the way around the map. Game save. There we go. So now that's this guy, right? Yep. So we'll give him a regular old route. We'll get rid of this since that other guy, I was wondering if that other guy was getting back here anytime soon. I just leave this guy on his route. But so now this guy, now he's going to have to, he can't go to this stop first. But since this is his loading stop, I want to put him there to load. And then he's going to come up here to unload. All right, so load and wait for chemicals. Come to here, wait to unload your chemicals. I want you to start. Okay, I know the first stop's unreachable, but can you go to this one first? Not really. All right, so you know what I need to do? I think I can fake them out of there. So let's go to... So you can't get into here. I think this is all electrified, so he can get onto that track, but he's got to come in this way. So let's do this. And then this. Oops. And then this. I like the loading stop to be the first one. All right, so we're going to get rid of this stop. Really? So now why is that? Oh, you know what? It's unreachable because he has to go. He can't come up this track anymore because I made it the wrong way around. Yeah, neither of these, they would have to be able to come in this way to work on either one of those. So, you know, these were really here. Let's just play with some money. Just because this is, in real life, you would just break the signaling rules, right? So there's my justification. So since they can't get in this way anyway, we'll get rid of that. Which really doesn't break my heart in some ways. Yeah, see, he's going to have to cross because he's going to He's going to have to come in this way. No, he doesn't have to cross. He can just do... Yeah, let's get rid of this as well. They were there for construction. And is there a good place? Yeah, we'll get rid of this bit. Right, so now he can't get in there at all. But he could come in, drive all the way around here, and then just jump on right here, right? In theory. Yeah, I think I might want to come from that or you. Let's get rid of this signal for a second. I'm not sure if that was messing me up, but... Yeah, I was trying to avoid crossing the road again, but I guess it doesn't matter. And at least that's not crossing himself, right? If that makes sense. Yeah, we want that to be electrified. Now, he can't reach that one, but he should be able to reach this one. Yes, there he goes. Cool. So he'll have to come up all the way around here, come in, and then go down this way to get to his first stop. And then he'll be the only train on there. We can even just bust this away. Otherwise, right now, with no signaling, he would mess that up. I guess he could even do like this. And then we probably should put that signal back, right? Because this is the signal to let that guy go that way. So he won't ever be able to get out of there, but at least this way he's not interfering. And then it's not crossing over, which is... I guess, could I have done it? Nah, really. See, like, if he's coming in this way, he almost had to come back. Now, I could have built it across here, but I guess it's just as well up in this area. All right, good. Now, the other thing, let's just, while we're waiting for this guy to get down here, and do we have everything else we need for him? Yeah, he doesn't need any signaling, because this should block the signal from... Here, he's just the one train on that track. So, but I wanted to show you guys this. So what I did when I was waiting was electrify all these things. So I probably want to give this guy another... Oh, no, is he not done yet? What, did he go off on his... Oh, he went off on a different way. Okay, good. So I just started... I have to electrify down here, so I didn't... Even though there's been some trains sitting around doing nothing... So there's been some trains that weren't busy because I kind of got this part done. You know what? Did I not electrify? Oh, no, that just doesn't have electricity. It's not a project. Yeah, I think everything in here is electrified. I probably missed something, but I didn't want to electrify these tracks because it would have slowed them down. So I got in here and got almost all this track, and then I realized I didn't build like this little bit. Like I didn't finish this passenger route up here, but if you look, we're done all but like these little passenger routes. So I electrified all this track, or at least set it to be electrified, and then now we'll have these trains. We're probably going to keep running out of prefab panels here. Yep. Sort of an issue. I probably could even... Yeah, I don't think we need as much steel. I mean, we're almost done with this. Let's just up the... Well, down the bricks. Right? I may even get rid of... Well, let's just leave it on a little bit. Right? We're going to get rid of the... what do we need for... We need prefab panel, steel, and electrical components. Good. So we'll... I don't think this will mess it up, but we'll get rid of this just to make sure that the total quantity of the thing isn't filling up. All right, let's get rid of 90% of them. And then we have extra trucks. That's a slow way to do it. Keeping an eye on that guy over there, see if he's still moving. Oops. Yeah, I didn't really mean to. All right, so why don't we get... Let's see, what do we have? Is this the bricks? We don't have a wood truck, I don't think, coming over here. Or no, he's sitting in here. So how many vehicles are coming to this? See, I'm thinking of getting an extra, like, take the bricks truck out of here for now. All right, because we don't need those, and we don't need these. And then we could get, like, an extra steel. Right? Is that extra steel truck? And if these guys didn't have stuff in them, we could just use them, but like, why not up this process? Since I don't want to get into anything else too much. We're probably kind of getting way over time, aren't we? That's not good. Oh, I don't have any flatbeds. What are we making? Oh, we got flatbeds here. Good. Yeah, you know what? I need to get that train in here, get this episode done, don't I? Let's send these two over, and maybe between the episodes, sort of depends on the timing. I didn't hurt anything by what I did. I mean, we're not going to use those bricks trucks anyway. But yeah, I need to get this. Yeah, so we're going to keep running out of those prefab panels, which really, I'm not sure. We might just run out of them here as well. Right. Well, we're doing okay. Yeah, it's just up. You know what? Minus this would be smart at some point, wouldn't it? Just down the bricks a little bit. It still won't fill up the There we go. Look at that timing. Good. So we'll get a few extra prefab panels. Actually, a lot of extra compared to what we had. So that's good. Now, how are you doing? Are you getting close? I need to end the episode. Oh, yeah. Good. Perfect. That was good timing. It's like a pro YouTube moment. Have to save that one in the books. All right. So how are we doing as far as our trucks go? See, this is going to be a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Well, this is where eventually I want the trucks to go over to that other warehouse, right? They'll sit here. They're just going to drop off stuff. So that's why I don't have a warehouse here. Right? They're going to be running back and forth as long as there's this one train here. When that train's not here, they'll go over and export a little bit. So, but for now, I think we're okay. Yep, so there they go. They dropped off this. Let's get this guy to go to his next stop. Just make sure it's possible. And then while we're waiting for that, why don't we catch this guy and say, yeah, Petrokemsk, load some people, unload some workers. Yeah, I think, are we way over the episode? I don't know. I kind of lost track of time with my pausing. I know we were at like 40-some seconds before the 47 minutes before the first pause. All right, so yep, we'll drop off those bit of chemicals. Very good. Do they get some in here? Yep. Now see, this one seems to be flow. I guess it sort of balances it out is what it does. Good. So now we just have to wait for this guy to make a round trip. It's not the fastest train we're making there, is he? Now, another thing I'm curious about is how many workers are we actually getting here? I mean, all of these people, if they're not working in one of these things around here, are just going to be going to here, right? So it's like if they're not working in one of the stores, we could probably start specifying people to come to here. Like I said, it's just we're running out of time for. All right, so I can up the number. Oop. No, don't relocate them. Just have them go work here instead. All right, there he goes. Let's fast forward time a bit because I'm really feeling like time has run out, and if I don't, I'm going to end up having to make it a two-part episode, which isn't the end of the world, but rather. And this guy should split them up automatically. But why don't we... There we go, good. They can reach through the bridge and all this. This is where I think it'd be real nice if we had a bridge footpath kind of thing. There we go. So how many is he getting? Yeah, this guy we can close, right? No long goodbyes today. It's going to be like, see you later, have a good day, bye. Right after this guy drops off some people. There we go. Dun-dun-dun. There they go to work. Right. You're going to make me some plastic? Yes, we have plastics. So now chemicals should go into there. I guess we should set this one. You might as well just hold the max plastics, right? So now we have plastics production. Now, do we want the max plastics? Yeah, why not? Right? And then this guy's making it. So there you go, guys. Like I promised, no long goodbyes, but we've got this, you know, borderline fired up, and we need to talk about more crops and just see what that does to affect our economy. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.